How you doing, Ralfy here, Ralfy Customs? I've got a bit of a quandary. See, the problem is, the Triumph kind of looks like that, and I'm due away, and I'll be going away on the regular, so, the problem I've got is the Shovelhead has absolutely no provision for fucking tent, DOS bag, luggage of any kind, like, you know, so, what I did many years ago is I fabricated a rack. Look, I've took the tool roll off. This is where the original seat mounted before I went to the sprung concession. I thought about using that as a mount, but the problem is this mudguard's springer. It's you know, it's not designed to carry weight at all. So it holds itself lovely. Many years ago, I had a rack that strapped on. Yeah, and it sat on these cap heads, and it had little saddles that came over here with a leather inside or rubber, or I can't remember. And then it kind of followed it over and came up and over and gave a platform for bolting, or strapping, sorry, your shit on, which is exactly what I'm going to fabricate today. But I'm also going to make sure it's got provision at the side for one saddlebag, yeah, something like that. So yeah, let's see what we can do. So we've got the material. So I've got this 1/2 inch black bar, which will be more than strong enough, I think, for what I want. And we've got this solid that we're going to machine some slugs out of that sit over these cap heads, and then this 1/2 inch slides in and we'll weld it onto the 1/2 inch. So that's that, like a socket that sits over there. And then we'll split some of this backbone and make some little saddles that go over the 1¼ tube, which is what this is. And we'll line them with rubber or leather or something. And then we'll make an infrastructure out of this 1/2 inch. To get us that luggage option, I think. That's going to work. I think that's going to be a good one. So it's going to be very much a design on the fly. I don't know whether it's going to have a sissy bar going up for a bit of extra fixability, like, you know, so you got more scope for stuff. I don't really want to pile the back up with stuff, but I need to take what I need to take. So we've got DOS bag, tent, and then dry bag with the necessaries in that may well go in that pannier. If it does, that'd be fucking happy days in that one saddle bag. So just DOS bag and tent on the back there with my bedroll. I don't take up that much room at all. And then the tool roll I'll have to relocate for the journey, because we're not leaving him behind. You know, this is you get out of jail free. I'm very old school. I don't just carry a mobile phone and a fucking recovery card. I've actually got tools in here, like, to fix it and help others that might need it, because these things work. So I used to have it hanging off the front over the oil filter. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I might go here. I might stick it where the waterproofs are, and the waterproofs can just go under the headlight or somewhere, you know. It's not really that important. Well, I could have given it its own provision. It could have its own fucking, we could hipster it, oh, bastard, it's ever. We could hipster it to the fucking, this side, like, you know, as if we're some fucking army dispatch rider in the 1940s. We'll see. Right, so, we've got that chucked up. Now then, it's already got an hole up it, right? It's already been centred and drilled a little bit, and like I say, it's not got to be accurate at all. it's just got to fit the job. So let me go and double check the size of the rounds that's got to go up there, and I'll bring that bolt as well. Just bear with. Right, it is 1/2 inch for the solid and 16 for that, and we've got this is 12. I reckon it'll do is with a wiggle, because there's a little seam on the round, you know, where it's cold drawn, hot drawn, sorry, hot rolled even. Fuck me, get your words out. But we've got a 16 for this bad boy. So again, it don't even have to be flat bottomed. You don't have to use a milling cutter to get it. It's just to sit that on there. I'm going to give this a clean up. I'm going to drill it through with a 12, and then I'm going to recess it so that that sits in nicely. Well, let's see what we've got. Let's get some tooling on the go. Right, so I'm just going back to this WNMG or whatever they are. I've not used these for a while, but they keep calling me back. I've been using different shapes and sizes and stuff. But I really like these, so I'm going to give it a second chance. I'm just setting my height with my height gauge that I made. There is a video if you search for it. I've been making that, so that should do that. Look, get this out of the way, get this locked off, and have a spin up. See what we're at. Not shaking like a shitting dog, that is, isn't it? Again, this hot rolled shit has irregularities. I know we want the whole thing to be, what should we say, inch and a half, so that gives us plenty hanging out. Gonna see how that'll be neat. So all I'm gonna do is adjust my feed. Hold on. Give that a clean up. So we'll touch on, come out, and go in a mill. So 0 my X, and that'll be my finished size for both of these slubs. A bit of lube on. I'll take that all the way down to the chuck, and then we'll come in with the drill. Okay, so near enough's good enough. What do we say, 1.5 inches, so we need to go at least 1.5 inches with this drill. So we'll just work that in there like that. Little bit of lube. Check out the merchandise in the description below. Okay, here we go then. So just coming up to 1 inch, and I'll carry on. You can join me when we go to the next size up. Right, so you're gonna have to excuse the wobbly camera work. We're not doing too great on that. This needs to be less than 10mm deep. So if I touch on, you set myself at 10. Yeah. And I'll go in, say 8, which is there. So I might slip back a little bit, so let's have a look. I'll tell you what, it's not too shabby, is it? Let me go a little bit more, just a couple of mil more. 1 mil, go 1 mil more to there. And that, I think, is going to be more than beefy enough. That finish is truly awful with that insert. Maybe I need to rotate it or change it. I'll change it. So, I need to put a parting tool in. Let's get rid of this. Like that. What did we say? Inch and a half, didn't we? So, right. 0, and we want 1.5 plus an eighth. What's an eighth in thous, everyone? 125. So we want 1.625, which is, yeah. Quick sanity check. An inch and a half. Oh yeah. And change from feet and speed. Don't pot it off. And that'll give us quite a healthy slug, I reckon. Break that edge. So I'll make another one the same. And then we've got the jobs are good, haven't we? We've got the very, very start of the foundations. We've got the foundations there, haven't we? I'll give that a clean up. I'll make another one the same, and then we're over to the bench. Right, so they fit as expected quite nicely over there. Hold on, let me grab the other one. Yeah. So what I've worked out is we're going to have this kind of shape that I've marked out on there. So straight up 6 inches, then it goes in a little bit, and that's as wide as it needs to be on the inside. So they're going to sit something like that. Or probably they'll hang off a little bit because they need to. And then it'll go up and bend across, and we'll have a little bit of an A-frame kind of thing. So I'm going to chop a bit off that's a bit longer than I think it needs to be, and then we'll work from the middle out. We'll warm it up and do this bend that's 9 inches. Did I do it? Yeah, 9 inches in the middle. Then we'll come down to this 6-inch point, and then we'll straighten up, and that should drop on nicely. Righto, so get the old hot spanner on it. Give these a good warm up. I'm hoping this little one does the deed. There we go. We'll check it with our split rule. Fucking hell, we've got miles to go. It's almost square on there. A bit more. Bit too much, take that out. That'll do for that. Same again on this side, and then we'll straighten these legs up accordingly. Right, that's it, one part in place. It's fucking... Ain't got nobody. It's the Ed song. When he's just an Ed, you got nobody. Now we need to decide the best way to do these front bits. They're going to saddle this. Do I make another loop that goes up and over and then give it a bit of this action, or do I do something like this and then do another loop? Oh, I don't know. What's going to be a pain in the arse is I'm fucking running on empty in my oxygen. So if I'm doing tight bends, I'm going to struggle. But such is life. Either way, we need to cut ourselves a bit of this tube and split it to make the saddles that are going to go over the frame tubing. So I've just guesstimated a length there, and we'll chop that off, then we'll split it in half and smooth it round, make it friendly, and go from there. Fingers crossed, eh? I reckon if I can get these two ends with the hot spanner before I run out of oxygen, not me personally, well, obviously, I'm in the kit. I've turned it down a bit to try and make it go a bit further. I suppose it's still flying a little. Yeah, it is. So, I will endeavour to get these done. See how the flame's getting longer? That's because I'm running out of oxygen. So, I'm going to have to order a fucker. I need to get this made before the new oxygen comes. This needs to be done today. So, this is what it is. Bit of a struggle when it's not very hot. Anyway, the bending quite a bit. We'll get there. Right, I'll just get this tacked on and we'll fucking have a try, I reckon. I'm going to have a brew then have a try, but get this fucker on it. So, righto. We've got the both ends on now. We've got the front loop, we've got the rear loop. We have it draped in fucking fire blanket, as you can see, because we've got the unenviable task of putting these parts in, these bits like so. Gonna tack a couple of them in and then put some sides in it, and we'll have the bare bones of it there. Right, very tenuous tacking up that was. What I need to do is look at mounting this fucker. Hold on a second. It's going to sit about level with this, so I can't really see because everything's fucking covered up because I'm scared of setting fire to my bike light, obviously. It's not ideal. I fucking hate working on bikes that are in one piece. Don't need me being rough arse around them. That's going to sit about like that. Maybe back a bit. Maybe like that. So we need to look at some way of fixing that. Maybe strap it across there, or make a plate with some holes in and fucking pot rivet it to it or something, you know, and then tie it off at the bottom. Not sure, but either way, I'll get a couple of braces in and do the same the other side, and then even one will do it that side, won't it? You don't need two. Oh, we're on about fucking mounting the old this fucker, ain't we? So there you go. That's going to work, isn't it? We'll get one in there, two the other side, and then look at something for the saddlebag, and we'll be golden. So we're almost there. We're way up. We've got the beefy bits on the other side, and we've eyeballed one up here for the tool roll. So the tool roll can sit in place somewhere there. I'll probably strap it to the front and back arms of it, like front and back, and then let the support sit underneath it. So that'll hang like that on the side. I think we're getting there. I do. And then once we get there, we take all that shit off and put the tool roll back behind the seat where it belongs, like so. That's all good. But it's so far so fucking good. Really stressful working around something that's really precious to you or anyone else, to be fair, you know. So I'll be glad I'll get this last one in and then we can take it off, I think. Maybe look at the pannier again, the side saddlebag thing, but then we can take it off, get on the bench safe. Righto. It's fucking red hot, so bear with. There it is in all its glory. I'm going to let it cool down. I have my fucking brunch, and then we'll look at making a fixing for saddlebags, and getting it just cleaned up and painted black. You know, it's not something that needs to be at all precious. It's just to put on when you're going away and take off as soon as you get there, job like. So happy day. And today I are mostly eating corned beef, which was fucking I'll find the bottom. The date on that, fuck up, it's upside down. It's 2017, but it's 5 years shelf life, so we've got still in date. 5 years it's been in that can. Corned beef and eggs, why not? Might have a bit of bread as well, you know. Definitely brown sauce. Happy days. And there we go. You gotta like that. Some fried corned beef. I've toasted the bread a little at the same time in the pan, and a couple of eggs with some brown sauce. It's a one pan deal, like everything I do, because I've only got, well, I've got a few of these sauces actually. I could get a few on the go, but fucking hell, I'd be some plates I'd be spinning there, wouldn't it? Happy days. Time to sit down even, and settle and think about the finishing touches on the rack. Right, and the evolution has progressed. Just feel this. Still a bit warm, but I think so we've progressed further. Look, let me bring you over. I've put an outrigger, I guess you'd call it. I'm trying ever so hard not to bash anything, so bear with me, because I'm doing it one-handed, obviously. There you go. That's kind of how it sits. And we've got an outrigger now for saddlebag, look. So that sort of sits on there. Something like that. Yeah. And then we've got this bracket that stops it rubbing on the frame. Yeah, I'll go, not even in the whole lot. Because I'm fucking about one-handed, bear with. Bad camera work, on there you go. There we go, we're in there. That's it, sorted. So yeah, we've got this outrigger that takes the inside of the saddlebag, it goes against it like, and we've got an eyelet on the end for the tie off, and this other tie off there all fit somewhere down here, I reckon, on the frame, just at the angle of the dangle, because it's higher up there. So I think we're looking fucking good for that to go be tied on there like that, something like that. The problem I've got is I need to take it off to put the strap on to hold this whole thing on, so you don't want to make it permanent. There we go, so we're getting on. Right, after much fucking about, trying to find the best way of strapping it on. It's a long time since I had anything like this on the old shovel, and I ain't got a fucking screwdriver how I used to do it. I just remember it being easy, and by fuck, this was not easy. Right, what I've done is use those fixings as stated. Look, I just tied it on quick. So we've got it front and back, like so. Just break that loose, bear with. Grabs yourself a bit, which is a good thing. And we've got it tied on there. Now, I ain't sure about the tying on. My knot skills maybe need a little bit of work, but bear in mind once the tent strap's on top of it, and then the sleeping bag's here, you know, it's not going to fall off. This ain't going to fall off. The best thing is I could make a plate. Sorry, I'm not filming it, brother. I could make a plate, as we say, and pop rivet that to it, because these are removable. Look, so underneath here is a zipper in, isn't it? So you can unzip it and walk off with it. It's got an handle and everything. There you go. Thus revealing the strapping method, which is once around the frame tube here. Excuse me. Same the other side, and back on itself up there. Look. So there's only nylon strapping touching the frame. It's loose actually. I need to look at that. It's not as tight as it could be. I've done something wrong here, and I've not given it enough clicks or something. There you go. I mean, fucking hell, look. It's not going anywhere, is it? Give it another click. That is abso-fucking-lutely going to see you around the world. What I do is cut this and then burn the end so it don't fray, and then it's just a case of when you get there, you take your saddlebag off, unzip it, don't you? Take your tent and dust bag and that off, and then unzip your saddlebag, put that to one side, undo this clip, unthread this, and you're off. It's gone. I'll have leather pads or rubber or something underneath here. They go onto the stainless fastening, so they won't really hurt it. It's just a case of cutting and burning and painting it black, I think. That'll do, won't it? That's alright. I could cable tie that to there, couldn't I? To be fair, like, that won't go anywhere. I'll maybe do that after I've painted it. And the old tool roll. See, it's a bit bouncy, I'm not sure about that. Although they do, don't they? You know, how are you going to tie that on more securely? It's made to hang. This is the problem. I could find somewhere else for it if needs be, you know. I could put it here. And then put my waterproofs on all this shit somewhere. Or something, don't know. There's an option there, isn't there? So, really, that is one fucking quick and dirty, get you around the world without fucking your paint job up and splitting your mudguard and struggling with shit. It's not got as much stories as I would like, but it'll certainly get me out the shit, which is the idea. So let me spin you around. So there you go, a fucking bit of a quick, rare one. I've made the rack, you'll see it in the fucking thumbnail, the finished item. I won't go too much into it because I keep my personal life out of it, but there's hospital appointments and other commitments, we'll say, club commitments. So I'm fucking spinning plates like there's no tomorrow. I hope this video turns out all right. It's probably not going to be my best, but I've made what I set out to make. It took me 5 hours, that has. There you go. So please, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up as always. Hit the subscribe button and the bell, yeah? Check out my friends in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Lots of love, everyone.